perfect.
What's good, baby? Y'all already know what time it is. Welcome to What the Wrestling. If you haven't noticed, we have switched some things up. We don't have a final product, but there will be one coming soon. Check out because the options on your screen have changed. Follow me, RJD, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat, RJDTV on Instagram. But most of all, follow me at What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We back, baby. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, everyone. I hope everyone is having a fantastic time here in New York City. You guys already know. Got the cat sitting here looking at me half asleep, but it is all good. We are back, RJD here. We are back with some What the Wrestling. We got Monday Night Raw happened last night. We got talent. We got talent meetings taking place yet again. We got a lot going on. We're going to get into Raw, but we're going to talk about this talent meeting. So, I'm going to give you that and my thoughts. But first things first, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling, you guys already know. Link in the description. Everything in the description. I know your boy didn't gain a little weight, but it's all good. Still bald and sexy, baby. All right, now let's get into this talent meeting. So, in case you haven't noticed, Vince McMahon has Big Dog bullied his way back into the company. In case you've been living under a rock and you're a wrestling fan, shit, even if you're not a wrestling fan, he has bullied his way back into the company, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. He is the majority shareholder. His shareholders mean his shares. I know, messing this up.
You stupid.
His shares mean more than the other people's shares. So, being that his is 80% majority shareholder, he can basically do whatever he wants. Got back on the board, hired back the two people that he fired, Barrios and the other one, forgot their name. But I have this all in the video. We already went through this. You guys know how I feel about it. But there was a talent meeting, and remember when Stephanie had her talent meeting last week, right? And she said, "Don't worry, guys. Nothing's gonna change. Everything's gonna be the same. Everything's fine. Nothing's going to change in management."
You stupid.
And then she resigned like 2 days later. Well, the next day or 2 days later, something like that. Well, Triple H had a meeting with talent, I believe last week, and they had another meeting with talent before the show today. Because Vince McMahon is slowly but surely making moves. And listen, to be honest, only a matter of time before this brother's back in creative. Only a matter of time.
Get the fuck out of here!
So, and he has reiterated that, yes, sometimes Vince talks to him about creative and gives suggestions about what he should do. AKA, Vince still has influence over what he does. But he says The end result, the last and final say is mine.
Stop it. Get some help.
Bruh, if you think that Vince McMahon has zero influence over what the hell is going on over creative, you're crazy. He has, and even if it's a little bit of influence, he has some influence. Vince McMahon has already started calling people in other departments, telling them that they're doing shit wrong. So we already know what this is. But last week, what was it? Last week, Kevin Dunn said, aha, Vince McMahon hasn't called me yet about anything. And I have known Vince for like 30, 40 years I've been working for. And he hasn't called me about creative yet.
You stupid.
Bruh, at that point, he had only been back like 3-4 days. Why would he call you so fast? People are worried about Vince McMahon running this ship from the shadows. And I can't sit up here and say that I don't think it's true. Or that it will become true later on down the line. I can't sit up here and confidently say there would be no Vince McMahon back in WWE on the creative side. Can't say it. Can't say it. I don't, because I don't truly believe that. This brother came back into power because he wanted to come back into power because he was fucking bored. He was at home doing nothing. This is all he's ever known for years and years and years and years and decades. He's been doing this longer than I've been alive. And then all of a sudden you're just going to stop cold turkey? What?
Get the fuck out of here!
Cap. All cap.
Stop the cap.
And if you think this is about a sale, I got a bridge in Tokyo that I can sell you right now. This is not about WWE selling the company, Vince selling the company. This is not about him jumping back in so that they can sell. That's cap. That's garbage. That's bullshit. This is about a power play and Vince McMahon's ego because he want to big bully his way back into the company, which he did. He was successful. Only a matter of time before he's taking over creative. Only a matter of time. Don't care what nobody says. You cannot convince me he's not going to take it back. Now, it doesn't look like a Vince McMahon show as of yet. But remember, we had a lot of good Monday Night Raws when Triple H first took over. Then they sucked for a little while. Now Monday Night Raw is meh. Now, yesterday was a filler show. It was a filler Monday Night Raw. So, was it bad? No. Was it filler? Yes. The big show is next week. Next week is the big show. Raw 30. So, whatever they had going on, I know football killed them yesterday. They were up, when you put the numbers back, you know the Cowboys and Tampa Bay probably took a lot of the audience because a lot of people wanted to see Brady, see if he was going to be able to beat the Cowboys and if they were going to implode like they always do. And this freaking kicker missed 4 kicks out of nowhere. Bananas. Never seen a kicker miss 4 extra points in one game. But that's neither here nor there. What I would say is, I haven't seen the ratings, but when I look at them, I'm sure they'll be down because of Monday Night Football and it's the playoffs. Cool. That happens every year. But what I'm saying is Monday Night Raw used to have a lot of wrestling on it, not so heavy on the sports entertainment. Now we're getting a little bit more sports entertainment, and, you know, these Raws have not been as good as they were when Triple H first took over. So we will see in due time. Shout out to Kill Switch. We will see in due time if he calmly forces Triple H out. But the board didn't want him back, which included Triple H and Stephanie. Stephanie is gone from the company. Not the board. The company. She gone. The whole thing. That is like, she's literally gone. 007 gone. Shout out to my GoldenEye fans. You know where that's from. But it's one thing like when she took a leave of absence before and she said, I'm going to chill, need to take some time off, go be with my family. She stayed on the board. This time, she's gone completely, which is crazy to me. Completely gone from the company that she grew up in, that she loves. Shit, I thought it was going to be her and Triple H. Listen, 1-2 in this thing. And we would all love it.
Give me a hell yeah!
Nope. That has not come to pass.
Stupid.
So, Vince McMahon does have a couple of class action lawsuits against him. I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But I don't know where this goes. And WWE is not sold. So for all of us who got on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and said, oh, they're selling to the Saudis. Oh, my God.
Stupid.
Yeah, we all look rather dumb right now. Cool. It's a lot of us. But, so first of all, we got to hit the button on ourselves because we kind of effed that up. We all had jumped the gun. Most of us, a lot of us, we jumped the gun saying that they were sold, but they weren't really sold. So, I don't know where WWE goes. I don't know if Vince McMahon takes over. As long as he stays the hell away from creative, I can bear this. I can bear this. I'm not going to lie to y'all. If they sell the company, CBS, Comcast, Viacom, ESPN, Disney, whoever, if they sell the company, because the Saudis might if they sell it to the Saudis, they might mess up everything with the TV because people might not want to do business with them, and then you got to find TV rights, and that might complicate things. But if they sell it to anybody else if they sell to, and Vince McMahon stays the hell away from creative, and Triple H stays on as creative, and he has full control, and it's his vision, the product side, we good. But is that going to happen?
Stop the cap.
Nope.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But we will see what happens. We are going to monitor the situation closely and keep a close eye on what is going on with WWE. Like I said, more news tomorrow on what's going on as far as these lawsuits and stuff like that. But let's quickly talk about Monday Night Raw. So, it seems almost as if WWE is hinting Mr. Rocky Johnson at us. No, not Rocky Johnson. Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Y'all know what I meant.
You stupid.
But it seems like they're teasing him because the Usos cut a promo. They opened up Raw. And the Usos cut a promo saying, listen, we the twos. Y'all the ones. We the twos. We gonna beat Judgment Day for the Raw. Just the Raw Tag Team Championships next week on Raw 30. But the Bloodline they will have a Bloodline acknowledgement party where everybody will sit and acknowledge your tribal chief. You cannot have an all-established Bloodline party without The Rock, because he's a part of the Bloodline. So, if you ask The Rock right now, he's going to lie to you and say, oh, they ain't got nothing going on. And why would he tell you what's going on? Why would he give up the beans? And why would he not make that for a major show? Do I think The Rock is going to be in the Royal Rumble? No, doesn't make sense. Cody has announced that he will be in the Royal Rumble. That is my pick right now to win the Royal Rumble. The Rock coming in the Royal Rumble and winning the Royal Rumble kind of makes no sense because you don't need him for that. You don't need The Rock to come in and win the Royal Rumble just so that he can challenge Roman. He can challenge Roman because they're in the same bloodline for the head of the table. So he can challenge Roman for that. They got to find a way to get the damn title off of Roman, but they ain't going to have Roman lose to anybody until, especially if they got The Rock coming in, he ain't losing to nobody no time soon. Not happening. Now, I don't know yay or nay if The Rock will be on TV next week, but if they do have a segment with The Rock on TV, I fully expect it to be a video package. I don't expect him to be there. I know it's Raw 30. I know it's a big deal. I know if he's there that we pretty much know where WrestleMania is going. But I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, why would you have... I don't see him being there wherever they are. I don't see him flying in just for that. I could see him doing what Jericho did. Jericho, remember when he first went to New Japan, he had the whole video package. Everybody went crazy. The Alpha versus the Omega. Omega versus Jericho at the Dome. Like, I could see that type thing. Well, Tribal Chief. Head of the table. Yeah. And then The Rock shoots in the video package because he doesn't have to be there. Very low maintenance. And then on the build up to it, you can have him pop in, hit somebody with a rock bottom, pop out. You know, that's how I would do it. I wouldn't have him there. I would have him maybe on one of the pay-per-views. There's a couple of pay-per-views between now and Mania. You're going to have to build it up somehow. So I would have him pop up at one of the shows unannounced. Crowd is going to go crazy. Just have him pop in, rock bottom, do this, people's eyebrow, and get the hell out of there. And Roman might have to carry it himself. But listen, they did it with Cena and Rock. They could do the same thing with Roman and Rock. And it would be just as big because this bloodline story is the biggest thing right now in WWE. So if they do that and The Rock shows up in any capacity, whether video package or not next week, listen, we ain't got nothing bad to say about that. So the bloodline came out. Judgment Day pretty much interrupted them. And shout out to my man, Khan Don. Shout out to Finn Balor. He was like, my man, Khan the Don or Khan Dom. Shout out to Con Air. I don't know, man. Dominic Mysterio is one of my hidden treasures on Monday Night Raw. My man's got the whole teardrop. He's got the purple flag on his face. Talk about you guys wouldn't last a day in a jail cell with the guys that I was in there with. And everybody started... The Usos just turned around and said, is he serious? You see, unlike Sami Zayn, when he broke everybody's character, you could actually break character with this because everybody knows Dom is full of shit. That's why it's so funny. So, shout out to Dominic Mysterio, man. Dominic Mysterio is great, man. How dare you cap like that?
How dare you?
How dare you cap like that, brother? But anyway, Solo Sikoa took on Mustafa Ali after Ali jumped out of nowhere, but Solo Sikoa was about to knock Rhea Ripley's head off, and everybody actually got hype for that. So everybody in this crowd got hype for Rhea Ripley about to get her head knocked off. And I just want to stop one thing. Stop the show. We've had Tessa Blanchard doing a lot of intergender wrestling stuff. I mean, we can have Rhea do some intergender stuff. I mean, listen. We used to put old ladies through tables. We used to put old ladies through tables. We used to hit people, old ladies and stuff with RKOs. We used to punt kick people. I mean, listen, I know it's not the Attitude Era, but come on. We could be a little edgy. Sheesh. Let her take a spinning solo out of nowhere. But then again, you don't want Rhea to look weak. I get it. But anyway, Solo Sikoa beats Mustafa Ali, Samoan Spike in a match that really wasn't that great. Or not that it wasn't that great. It wasn't that like meaningful. But shout out to Mustafa Ali for getting on TV. Hope they're going somewhere with this character. Street Profits beat Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin when MVP tried to interfere and Alexander got hit with a crucifix pin by not Montez, the other Street Profit. Next, Elias was backstage saying that Elias basically got suckered and talking to MVP, and MVP suckered him into fighting a former, what was it, a former champion or something like that. And Omos was one of the former champions, and Omos chokeslammed the holy hell out of Elias and beat him in like 3 minutes. Judgment Day had a fight with Alpha Academy because Alpha Academy says, "Shoosh, please. We almost beat you. Shoosh, shoosh, shoosh. Thank you." And Dominic Mysterio was getting his ass kicked, but Damian Priest came out with the South of Heaven to Chad Gable after he hit the Chaos Theory on Damian Priest. He came back in and saved Dominic Mysterio, who was in the ankle lock when Rhea Ripley interfered, and Dominic got the pin. So Dominic is getting all these wins, but he's like the chicken shit heel who's getting his ass kicked. But he's finding a way to get all of these wins on TV. Shout out to Dominic Mysterio. He is my hidden gem. Michin beat Io Sky with the Eat Defeat. And Candice LeRae helped Michin after she was getting attacked by the tag team champions. On the women's side, this is no doubt setting up a Michin and Candice LeRae versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky tag team championship match. Match should be good if they give the ladies time, although those ladies are fantastic. But if the crowd doesn't give a shit, it's going to be rough. Bronson Reed beat Akira Tozawa because he wanted to show that he is worth being in the Royal Rumble. Yeah. And he got hit with the tsunami. Bronson Reed beat the holy hell out of Tozawa. Tozawa bumped around for this guy. Shout out to Akira Tozawa, man.
Perfect.
And he is a really good wrestler. Because Akira Tozawa is so underrated as a wrestler. Shout out to that brother. He did very well. Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss, you hear me? It's brisk outside.
You stupid.
Alexa Bliss had a brawl, and Belair laid out a challenge for Bliss to face her at the Royal Rumble for the Royal Women's Championship. As they brawled, Uncle Howdy showed up, distracted Bianca Belair, and then she got hit with a DDT on the floor, and Uncle Howdy was like, that's Uncle Howdy's thing. Okay, cool.
Get the fuck out of here!
You stupid.
And we also have two huge matches because Becky Lynch came out and then Bayley came out to the ring to join her. They mocked each other. Becky talked about how she was never supposed to be the man. Bayley stayed in NXT because she wanted to be a big star and be a leader and carry NXT. Bayley came back and said, only reason why you're the man is because you got punched in the face. And Becky was like, listen, I'm the man because I freaking earned it. This was a great promo by the two ladies. Great promo by the two ladies. And then she said, so you'll fight me one-on-one next week. Yeah, I got no problem with you. I ain't hiding behind my friends. And then she said, so you'll fight me one-on-one next week in a steel cage. And everybody was like, oh, stupid.
Stupid.
She suckered you, dum-dum. So that will be in a steel cage. That is going to be great. I am not mad at that. Then we had the main event of the evening, the six-pack challenge. Bobby Lashley, Seth Rollins, Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor, and Baron Corbin. They all had a fight to determine who was going to face Mr. A-Town Down next week, Austin Theory, for the United States Championship. Like Seth Rollins says, every time I think I'm done, the United States Championship just keeps calling me, man. So this was a fantastic main event. I liked it. Big spots towards the end, but the Almighty is the winner, and he spears the hell out of Seth Rollins to get the win. And there you have it. There was a bunch of shenanigans going on here. I really like what they're doing with the Hurt Business because MVP came down with Omos, but they weren't down there. And they did distract Bobby Lashley, but they weren't down there to interfere with him. They were down there to help him because Austin Theory was like, yeah, man, I got Bobby. And Omos grabbed him and was about to chokeslam him through the table all the way down to hell. But But all hell broke loose, and then he got hit with a stomp on the table by Seth freaking Rollins. So, shout out to Bobby. Shout out to him. He will be getting a match next week. Shout out to Becky and Bayley. They will be having a match next week. And then shout out to the Tribal Chief, who should be there next week. And everybody should acknowledge him. And hopefully that's the main event. And hopefully we get Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Wait, wrong eyebrow. So hopefully we'll see what happens. 50-50 at this point. Like I said, if we do get him, I believe it'll be a video package. It won't be no, if you smell. I don't think we're going to get that. I do think we'll get a video package, though. So we'll see what happens. So, with that being said, shout out to Sasson de Goya for the beat in the beginning. I will be setting up my intro accordingly. So look out for the new intro. It's coming soon. Everybody be safe out here. Enjoy the socials one more time, baby. And I am out. Everybody, peace.
Dom DeMarco.